Hey friend, happy Thursday. How are you today? I hope you had a great day today, friend. What did you do today, friend? Did you go to work? What you do? Go out to lunch with one of your friends? Did you go sightseeing? Did you go to the beach? What you do, friend? Let me know. My day was good. I Of course, I have outside of my home. When I come home, I have another place I have to be at for like hours throughout the day. So I make sure when I'm at other places outside of my home that I keep myself busy and focused. And I always focus on my goal. And what is the goal? My goal is my family and me. So I always make sure that we're all good and that again, I'm keeping my focus. So I'm saying that to say, friend, I have a question for you guys. What do you do to stay happy? So, this is something that me and my dad would always talk about. And, sometimes you have to make yourself be happy. And what I mean by that is, I'll give an example. All right, I've always told y'all I'm gonna be vulnerable with y'all. This is my safe space. This is your safe space. Again, I've lost my dad. I know I've talked about it. I will talk about it. I'm going to always talk about it. If you got a problem with it, then that's your problem. So I'm going to talk about the fact that I lost my dad, right? I lost my dad at the age of 49. And he was the only parent I've ever had. My mother passed away right after I was born. So that was the only, parent that I had. And because I lost him, he has been the greatest loss I have ever experienced in my life, ever. My mom again passed, but I was a baby, literally 2 months old. But it was me and my dad and my sister, for forever. So that's like a heartbreaking loss. I've lost my grandparents, my maternal grandparents who also took care of me. Great loss. When my granddaddy passed, really bad loss. Then my grandmother, another, loss. But then my father, with him passing, of course, other people have passed. But when I'm telling you about a great loss, great heart pain, is my dad. So, it's fresh. It hasn't been 6 months. So I've had moments where I will sit there and I'll start thinking and I just get upset and I will start crying and just crying. And I'm like, okay, nothing wrong with a good cry. Nothing wrong. You got to get it out. But how long are we going to cry, right? Because we got stuff to do. So it's nothing wrong with crying and grieving and being upset, because that is life. And if you're not crying and grieving and being upset, you might need to check to see if you have a pulse or a heart, because that doesn't even make sense. So the thing is, when I'm going through things, I have to figure out a way to make myself come up out of that space. So that's kind of what I'm asking you guys. What do you do to come up out that space where you're when you find yourself sinking? One of the things that is helping me this Christmas, this holiday season, is the fact that my son and my daughter-in-law are coming home. They will be home tonight, and I cannot wait. And the fact that I will have them here, as well as my other babies, and of course my hubby and the doggy, that is helping me this Christmas to get me through my first Christmas without my dad. So yeah, I just want to know how you guys feel, because a lot of times, when I deal with death, again, we talk about family members that are close to me, grandmother, grandfather. I don't have a lot of pictures around here of them. I have pictures of my dad because he's always been here, but I don't have pictures of my grandparents in my house, or my mom. I have a couple of pictures, but I don't really over the years, I really don't like to look at them because it makes me sad. And I'll start looking at them and they're great pictures, and I'm like, oh, this is a beautiful picture, and I'll look at this and I'm like, oh, this is a beautiful picture, and then my heart will start breaking. I'll be like, oh my God, and I'll just start crying, then I'm like, I can't stop, right? So now I can't imagine my house without pictures of my daddy. And my close friends know that I'm redoing my entire house, slowly but surely. And one of the rooms that I am redoing after Princess's room gets finished will be the office. If you know, you know. And that room will obviously be for my older kids, my two older ones that are coming back, you know, for the holidays. But it also be, it's like a spare bedroom, and it's an office, and but it will be more of a bedroom where I will have like memorabilia, my dad, my mom, those that are closest to me, and I want that to be a space of love and happiness. So that's one of the things that I'm gonna do to make a space for me where I know that I have somewhere that I can see those that love me and that I love, and they kind of will help me stay in a happy space. Another thing I do, guys, I don't know about you guys, music helps so much. Music soothes the soul. It really helps. I love smelling like lavender. I have mist going on. I have mist going on at my home. I have mist going on in my office. My bedroom. I know my husband's like, it's like a psychedelic show going on in here because I got lights. But it's like when I'm in my space, it makes me feel good. So it helps. Little things. You gotta find little things that'll help you to, you know, keep focused and keep yourself happy. Because who wants to be depressed? Who wants to be unhappy? I don't want to be unhappy. So like, hey, look at a funny movie. Look at or think of some funny stuff, you know, to kind of get yourself out that space. But you gotta focus on good stuff. So that's what I mean. How do we get ourselves to make ourselves stay happy? Focus on the good stuff. You gotta focus on the good stuff. You cannot focus on the bad. Glass half full, not glass half empty. Glass half full. So you know, I just want to know what you do to get yourself back to where you need to be, so you can be balanced and take care of business. Because life moves on. We can't sit around and be depressed and curled up in a ball, and you know. I mean, you can, but what's that gonna do for anyone, especially for you? And I want to know, and if you don't have anything good to focus on, well, friend, I mean, okay, what you doing? Because let's be clear here. We're adults. Remember, I said we ain't got no babies on here. So I don't know what the hell you doing that you ain't got nothing to focus on good. That's good in your life. Nothing. You just pay the bill. It's Thursday. You ain't got no gas today. I don't know. I mean, by gas, I mean like you ain't gassy. You know, stomach hurt. I mean, come on, you gotta find something. So what are you doing to find that happy space, friend? Let me know. Do me a favor, subscribe, like, share if you dare. And you know what? You know I'm gonna talk to you soon. Bye, friends.